So let's start with football. We gotta start with the news that shook the sports world. Let me mute this conversation real quick. That boy Tua Tagovailoa will be starting for the Miami Dolphins. Not this week as the Dolphins are on a bye, but next week as he takes over the 3-3 Dolphins, where Ryan Fitzpatrick was the starting quarterback, and it became a bit of a shock. People were surprised they made the move because the Dolphins are actually has a chance to compete and make a potential wild card play. So it shocked people. So who wants to go first? Jalen, you are a Tua Tagovailoa apologist, so I think I should start with you. How do you feel about the Tua move, man?
Man, I love it, man. Why not get a young guy the keys early, man? While the team is in good spirits, everyone seems to be clicking. He just needs to come in and do his job. You know what I'm saying? We know what type of talent Tua has. It's Joe Burrow. You know what I'm saying? He's up there with Joe Burrow. I think he'll go out there and make some noise, bro. Like a lot of people are saying, like, why go and disrupt what they had going on? But at the same time, we know Fitz is not long term. Why not let the young guy come in there, get some reps, learn from his mistakes, win some games? He gonna lose some, of course. Nobody's expecting him to go and just make the playoffs. But I'm gonna be on record saying this. I wouldn't be surprised if they slid in there though.
Slid in the seventh spot, the newly unveiled seventh spot.
The seventh spot. I wouldn't be surprised, but you know what I'm saying? Hats off to Brian Flores, man. Black coach down there. This is a gutsy call, and I think it's going to pay off for him. You can bet on Tua, bro, 100%.
Damon, do you agree with him? 100%. Do you think this is a good move?
I do like the move. I do want to give a hats off to Brian Flores. I like the way the Dolphins are looking. When you play a team like the Jets, you do exactly what they did. You put your foot on their neck and you shut them out. They also looked good against the 49ers when they put the brakes on them as the road team. So when I look at the Dolphins, right. So when I look at the Dolphins, I think he made the right call. They're 3-3. This is the best position I think they'll be in all year. Yep, Golden Tate touchdown.
Yeah, just one.
But I definitely think when you look at that, they made the right move, and I'm excited to see what Tua does. But we had some wild things go in the group chat, like, oh, he's offensive player of the year or offensive rookie of the year already, and he has Russell Wilson and Mahomes type. Like, no, too soon. He threw two throws against the worst team in the NFL, and I can't believe those words were uttered. Can we just pump the brakes a little bit? We're excited to see him play. Like, it's going to be his week one. So we're excited to see him play. But that's it.
Your man got the potential to be like them boys, but I agree. It is a little early.
Y'all didn't say potential. Y'all was saying he's going to be Russell Wilson. No. He's going to be Mahomes. That was crazy.
First and foremost, I didn't say none of that.
But since Mason here, you got to defend it. I'm sorry, you got to defend it since Mason not here.
What I think of Tua, I think Tua has the potential to be a transcendent guy like Rodgers or a Russ. But you know what I'm saying? He got to perform. He got to put tape on the field, bro.
So I'm gonna play. Before I give it to Clay, I'm gonna play a little devil's advocate real quick. Do y'all think he is fully healthy? And B, when he was in Alabama, he had loads of talent with Judy, Ruggs, Waddle, Smith, Herb Smith Jr. They always produce offensive tackle. Najee Harris is there. Damian Harris is there. Any Alabama running back, there are 5. They produce running backs. You don't think it's just a product of Nick Saban's system that Tua is this good?
No, Tua is just this good. That has nothing to do with his. I mean, okay, yeah, he had the weapons, but you can look at any quarterback that performs at a high level. They always have some type of weapon. They always have a plethora of weapons. Look at Trevor Lawrence. He has weapons. Look at Joe Burrow. He had weapons. The list can go on and on and on. I'm telling you.
I think the difference is we saw those guys make those weapons. We say, this guy has
Justin and Trevor had the least amount of weapons out of all of them.
Joe and Trevor.
Tua is definitely on the different
Justin and Trevor.
pedestal.
Oh, Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm. Justin Fields. Okay. That's fair.
He don't really. Yeah. He kind of, he do it with his legs a little bit more than but he can still throw, but I'm just saying he got the option to run because he don't have his weapons aren't on that level. At least we don't know him now. if they eventually will be. But I think for LSU, that's another thing. For LSU, it was like people didn't know who Justin Jefferson was till after this season.
I mean, that's true, but at the same time, that boy still went out there and balled. You can't say that's all on Joe Burrow.
But that was after a season, an off season of working together and gelling.
Yeah, because he was average.
He wasn't bad. Nobody expected him. Like, he came in as a 2-star, bro. He wasn't expected to be this good. And now, as you can see, they're that good. Clyde Edwards-Helaire was like a 2-3 star.
Wait,
if you look at the rookie list for
Joe?
most tackles, LSU.
I'm looking it up.
2-star, 3-star. Most yards for a rookie, 2-star, 3-star. Most yards for a quarterback, Joe Burrow. Most receiving yards, Justin Jefferson, 2-star. So it's like, that's why I really don't really care about stars. Either you good or you could be taught. You know what I'm saying? You can learn to be better. You could work to be better.
24.
Exactly. It's all about the program.
Sports had Joe as a 4-star.
So Joe was a 4-star. And he got recruited by Ohio State. So he's not like, I'm not saying Joe a bum by any means. I'm just saying Joe went to a team that nobody expected to do anything. It was like, oh, y'all got our transfer. Ha, y'all won't be good. Y'all just lost to Notre Dame or the year before or whatever. Didn't we lose? What's the bowl game we lost when he played?
That Joe played?
Florida. We won that game.
We beat UCF.
What game was it?
Yeah, and then after that, he turned it up a notch though.
Bro, nobody expects LSU to be sorry. LSU is one of the best programs in college football.
I'm not saying like it's a bad program. I'm just saying like everybody still. Why is every year that everybody says, "Oh, it's Bama's division"? It's Bama's division to lose.
That is true.
Well,
nobody
Bama's
ever says the LSU
good.
division to lose. It's always
No.
Bama. Bama always top 3 in recruiting classes. Georgia always top 3 in recruiting classes. It's the same schools getting the Clemson. Yeah, Clemson, Georgia, Bama.
Yeah, OSU. Yep.
LSU don't be up there. Nobody mentions them. That's my point. Not so much they can't get better or be better. It's the fact that nobody accounted for us.
Like every year, every season we come into college.
Because every year as an LSU fan, we say the same thing. I think this all year we finally gonna get Bama. We say it. You know what I'm saying? So
every year we come into college football is always Clemson. People always say Clemson, Bama, Ohio State, and who's gonna be that next team. That's like what they say coming into the playoffs. Getting back to
Florida.
It used to be like, who was the other ACC team before Clemson? It was like
Florida State.
No, it wasn't. I think it might have been that one time, that 1 year. But it's like it's a cycle though with the ACC. But right now it's just Clemson though. It's like nobody's giving them run for their money.
Years there ain't been no
Florida State used to be like that, boy.
That's what I'm saying. That was a long time ago.
That was 2014.
That ain't that long ago.
13.
They fell from grace for sure though, but
yeah,
it ain't been that long.
Miami. When the last time Miami been good?
This year.
They won last week. Clemson beat their ass. Clemson beat their ass, didn't they?
Miami has beat Clemson for a long time.
They played last week. I know that was the game of the week.
They blew them off.
Clemson won.
Yeah, they blew them close. How you feel, Derek? You think they should have started Tua, or do you think they should have let Fitzpatrick?
I think there's always been a plan. It was always Tua's gonna be our starter when he's healthy. I think they went precautionary route with him and was like, let you sit behind Ryan, let Ryan manage this. And Ryan said he's heartbroken. I feel for him because you 3-3, you usually lose your job, especially as a white quarterback. You don't really see too many.
I've seen it before. Kurt Warner won 9 games with the Giants and they put Eli in. It happens.
Look how it worked out.
You always gonna go with the young talent. It happens before.
It happened with Herbert and Tyrod too. Just his injury. Tyrod.
That's what I said. It expedited the process. Yeah, I mean, again, if you draft the quarterback, it's everybody that drafted quarterback except the Packers.
Because they have Aaron Rodgers. They have Aaron Rodgers.
Why would you? That's why.
Why would they draft one? When you draft
the quarterback first round, they're expected to get some PT eventually. So I don't know what that means for Aaron Rodgers. It probably means nothing, but it's just the waste of a pick. It's just not
it might. We're gonna hold on. Yep, keep going. My bad.
Look. I'll put it like this. Like Jamon said, we've seen it before, but it's when somebody's winning, it just looks worse than when they're losing. Like they was 0-6, everybody be begging for. Like Baker didn't start from off the rip.
Tyrod got hurt, then he played.
Brett Favre.
Well, they started 0-3.
Brett Favre got replaced by Rodgers, but I think that was like Alex Smith got replaced by Mahomes. I mean, it happened. Alex Smith got.
But that was a year though. Alex
got replaced by Kaepernick.
Alex Smith got replaced by
Alex Smith.
Yeah, Alex Smith got the input in the stick multiple times.
I do want to say I saw a tweet that said hats off to Josh McCown and Fitzpatrick on leading a generation of quarterbacks. Every quarterback that they've mentored is not on that elite level, but I do want to give hats off to Alex Smith as far as mentoring, because he got Kaepernick to a Super Bowl. Well, not got Kaepernick to a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
He helped
Kaepernick elevated that team to a Super Bowl, and Mahomes now has a Super Bowl under his resume under the guidance of Alex Smith. So just hats off to Alex Smith.
And I mean, I'm not against it. Like I said, it was always, I felt like he had a bad hip injury, an injury that most people don't. Well, you can come back from, but it's like you never the same. So it was just a bad injury. And if you rush him out there week 1 and he get cracked by a good, all the teams they played, Bobby Wagner could have hit him. Somebody could have got him. So when their first game against the Rams, that's a test there. You're gonna know if you could take a hit after that game.
Even if
Perfect
as we welcome in Mr. Johnny Mars. What's up, John?
What's up, y'all? Hey, man, I like the turtleneck, man. I see you. You're killing it right now.
You feel me? But like, I think even with them adding Tua in there, I don't think that hurts their chances to beat the Rams next week.
No, I don't think it. I think he's better. I can't say. Well, I feel like he's gonna be better than Ryan Fitzpatrick. I don't know if it's gonna be first game. Plays better than him, but he's like we know in the long run where he's expected to be better than him. Period.
Yeah.
And then it's like, why throw him into the fire next season, week 1? We can throw him to the fire now because you're not expected to win shit. That's how I feel. They don't think they're gonna win. So it's like they 3-3. If he come out there and stake up the joint, no, bro. The Patriots, when the Patriots hit their stride, and the Bills I think the Bills gonna make the playoffs too. So it's like I didn't see no space for him to really get in the AFC.
The Patriots hit their stride.
Yeah,
As of right now, the Dolphins sit at 500, 3-3, second in the division. The Bills have not looked good of late. I definitely think in recent memory, Brian Flores is the best coach from the Belichick coaching tree.
No.
So
yes. Who?
Mike Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
As far as Brian Flores, I really liked what I've seen in Miami this year. So I'm not saying anything as far as them not believing they could win. Fitzpatrick is incredibly streaky. They knew he would get hot at some point, and that's why they've been able to go on this run. They won back-to-back games, so I think they're in prime position to believe they can win the division, and that's why you bring in a guy like Tua who can bring that energy. Because while Fitzpatrick brings good, energy to the locker room, and we hear that with all the teams he's been on, there's nothing like a young quarterback who gets guys going, who's also been in a winning program and knows what it takes to win.
I will also add that the Dolphins are 0-2 against winning teams and 3-1.
They didn't play nobody good when they won them last 2 games. They played the Jets. I think
the Niners are a good team. They just are struggling.
I think the Niners are overrated, but the Niners got right against their division rival. So I feel like them games you can't really they're gonna play them differently than they play anybody else. Always. Right. Division games always are different to me.
John, the Niners are on your schedule as well.
Ass whooping.
John, do you think Tua should have started? Do you think they should have waited before we move off this topic?
Yeah, coming into the season, they didn't have aspirations of winning the division. Probably didn't have aspirations of going to the playoffs. But I will say that AFC this year has looked underwhelmingly weak. Like they're not the power conference that I went. Like, they never are the power conference. It's always the NFC. But the AFC, adding that extra seed is like you really open that doorway for the Dolphins to make the playoffs. And I think it sucks for Ryan Fitzpatrick because he was having a great year, but he knew that he had to be extraordinary, damn near perfect, in order for him to keep the job all the way for the entire season. So bringing Tua in with his week 6, week 7, where you're 3-3 and you are basically like at the beginning of the season, you 500. So it's a chance for him to really show what it is that he's been drafted at number 7 for. And I'm just looking forward to him balling out. I think they're going to go and make the playoffs. They could win the division still too.
Got you.